Hello everybody, welcome back on my channel and to XP11. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing, as usual, our Switzerland tour. But today we are in a new aircraft, actually not new, but I installed it recently. It's the Ryan Navion 205 Vintage. This add-on is brought us by vFlyteAir and is completely free. So I really love this aircraft, it's really well done. I wouldn't say that it's the same level of quality as the DDR401 from Aerobasque, but really it's not far away. It's a very good aircraft. Well, today we are in Bad Ragaz. I'm not quite sure if I said it correctly again. But yeah, we are continuing our little hops here in Switzerland. And we will fly to Dubendorf, I think, I mean... Well, so I'm gonna just show you on the map. We are here between those mountains, and we'll fly VFR between here, and we will fly straight here to Dubendorf. I think we'll land on this runway, a big one. Well, so without further ado, we can just jump in the cockpit. So again, this add-on is very well done in terms of quality. For a freeware, I mean, it's really good. So I'm just going to remove those yokes. Perfect. And I can start this bird. So I don't know much about it, but I think I'll be able to start it. So we can first turn on the battery. Then we'll put the strobe light and the position light. I think you're supposed to let those two on all the time. What do we have here? This is the fuel primer. We don't need that for the moment. Landing lights, it's for later. This is for the hydraulics, so I think you are supposed to put it to pull it to let the avionics work. So as you can see, when it's full forward, there is not this yellow light, but when you pull, then it comes. So you have to have the hydraulics on to be able to control the airplane, because if you turn it off during the flight, you are very bad. Alright, so what is left here? We have the window defroster. It's very warm. Now we don't need that. The fresh air, the cabin heat, the mixture, and the fuel pump. So we can go ahead and start the engine. So we can put the mixture full on, and the fuel pump to on. 5 seconds. Very good. What is this? Coal flap. I have no idea what it means. No idea. As you can see, I'm still a big noob with this aircraft. Actually, I have the impression that I say it every time in the video that I'm a big noob. But that's true, because I started flight simulation really well like 1 year ago. So yeah, I'm still a big noob. Alright, we can start the generator. I think we need that. This is pulled, sorry. We can put the magnetos to both. Alright. I think I forgot to set the fuel selector. Oh, not this. No, I don't want to touch to this. What is left here? I can put my score code to 7000. I think it's the default in Switzerland, 7000 for the VFR. The frequency we won't use this, we won't call the ATC, and we will let it this way. Okay, this is the throttle. We can just put it a little bit forward, and we can push on the primer. I'm just gonna put the sound down. Oh Jesus Christ, I forgot to pull the parking brake. Oh Jesus, that's dangerous. Yeah, I should do a little checklist to be sure not to forget anything. Damn, this bird is very loud. It's impressive. Alright, we will do a little check here. This, we don't need that. What is this? No, we don't need that either. Oh, that's good. It's like a headphone that you can put if you want. We put it on so that it's not too loud. Alright. The panel lights we can put a little bit higher. Very good. Battery on, generator on, magnetos to off. This is pulled, this is on. Landing lights we can put it on. Those are the flaps, so we can put it down. Yeah, something very weird with this aircraft is that there is no one notch of flaps then one other notch of flaps, but you can pull as much as you want, as you can see. So I think I will let it half the way, because it's maybe not that much. It's a very short runway, so we need a lot of flaps. I think it's good enough. Maybe too much. So the trim for the takeoff, I don't know if there's any indicator here, but don't think so. If I do any mistake, do not hesitate to tell me in the comments so that I can learn. Is this? Oh, there's an autopilot. Yeah, one thing that I forgot to say is that the aircraft is very, very old. Not the add-on, but the aircraft. It is from the 1950s, I think. Yeah, very, very old, as you can see. It's very well modeled. Alright, takeoff checklist. Flaps are set. We can check here. We'll just check our control surfaces. Working here. Working here. Working here. And the rudder, it looked like it's working. Alright. So, what is this? I don't know. I think we are good to go. What is this? No way, you can open a door. So cool. What is this?
Come in. Well, look who's here. I haven't seen you in many a year.
No way. No way, you can put some music. So cool. Some music from the 1950s. Wow, I didn't know it. Just discovered it yet. So cool. And you could just put it back here, and so cool. That's the first time I see something like that in an aircraft. Wow. So we'll put some music in the flight. Very cool, very cool. Alright, so we can remove the parking brake and go ahead and align for the runway. So we don't have any wind today, so we can take off anywhere we want. Just gonna watch the wing of this aircraft. Oh, there is a car coming in. Okay, it just disappeared. No problem. Turn a bit tighter, maybe. Ouch. Well, okay. So it's a very short runway, so I wanna align very quickly. Oh. It's insane, so this runway is tight. Alright, so I can just brake here, parking brake, take off, flaps, trim is set. We are just gonna check the instruments, 0 knots. Alright, the heading is looking, I think I forgot to set that. So here it says me it's between 295. I'm just gonna set it here, 295. Very important to check the instrument. I almost forgot that. There you go, 295. This is centered, we are not turning. Vertical speed is here. This is our RPM, we're supposed to let it at 1000. This is well centered. The altitude is looking good. I'm just gonna check here what's the altitude. 1600, looking good. And that's the clock. It's 8 past 1. I don't know how you say the hour in English. And the fuel pressure is looking good. Everything is looking good. Awesome. So we're not going to use the autopilot today because it's fully VFR. And it's a very short flight. Alright, foot on the brakes. You can add some power here. Flaps, everything is good. And let's remove the brakes. Full power. So I hope it will be okay because it's a very, very short runway, so we might have to pull up very quickly. Ouch, that's tight. That's very tight. That's very tight. Rotate. There you go. So we have to climb quickly because there are some electric lines here. Gear up. Positive great gear up. I don't wanna be too steep. Can remove a bit of flaps here. Slowly. Gorgeous. And we can totally remove the flaps. The speed is looking good. The vertical speed is a bit too high actually. I want to have my 500 feet per minute. There I go. Let's take a look at the outside. This is gorgeous. Man, that Ortho4xp is gorgeous, really. Okay, I want to stay in the cockpit. Man, this add-on is so cool. I'm just gonna check if we are going in the good direction. Alright, so we wanna fly here between those two mountains and then fly straight towards Dubendorf. So VFR, it's not a very long flight, so I think 4,000 feet will be good enough. Ortho4xp is gorgeous, really. And actually I realized that my clouds are not default, but they are the X-Vision clouds, because it also modifies the cloud textures. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. My sim is looking pretty good. And it's all 30 FPS, so I'm really happy with that. Yeah, really happy. I mean, it's normal, I have a monster PC, a GTX 1070. That's not anything. Alright, I think when you are flying between two mountains and VFR, you are supposed to stay well on the right, because it's like on a road. Another aircraft can go on the other side, so that's why you have to keep very tight to the mountain. Vertical speed looking good, speed is looking good, and I can climb a little bit higher even. That's very cool. Alright, so you know what, I'm gonna put some music. Man, that's so cool. It's the first time I discovered it, really.
Come in. Well, well, well. Look who's here. I haven't seen you.
1 minute, I'm just gonna put the volume of the interior a bit lower.
Many a year. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake.
Even a bit lower. I wanna hear my music.
Baked a cake. Baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How'd you do? How'd you do?
It's insane, really.
Had you dropped me a
So cool.
letter, I'd have hired a band. Grand band in the land. Had you dropped me a letter, I'd have hired a band and spread the welcome mat for you.
So cool.
Oh, I don't know where you came from, 'cause I
Already ended? That's so cool, really. I really like when the developers put a little surprise in the aircraft. It's like the Easter eggs in the video games, but it's kind of the same thing. I think there is an Easter egg with the HDD+256 from DCS World, but I haven't figured it out yet. But I just saw a video on YouTube. Very cool, yeah, really. So one thing that I don't know if it's that speed indicator is in. Oh no, I didn't see it. I was going to ask if it was in miles per hour or in kilometers per hour. So I can turn here. I don't want to get too close to this mountain. So one thing that is very sad with Ortho4xp is those clouds texture here on the mountain. And actually it appears very often. As you can see, if I zoom here, it gets very ugly. I mean, it's kind of normal because it's some ortho protos, but I think there are some sources that are less with those clouds. Maybe I should try another source, because now I'm using Bing or VI, and I was told that it's the best one, but actually the Geo is pretty good also. So I don't know. If you can recommend me a source, it would be cool. Again, tell me in the comments. So I'm getting close to 4,000 feet, so I can reduce my vertical speed. So sorry guys, I know the last times I haven't done a lot of videos, just like one per week. It's not very much, but I've been very busy with with the school, because I had a lot of work. But the holidays are coming very soon, so I probably will do a lot of videos, like at least 2 per week, very soon. So sorry, and stay tuned though. Right, we're descending even. It's very difficult to judge because the cockpit line is very high, and we have the impression that we are climbing, but as false, we are totally straight. I have to look at the vertical speed to be sure. I'm just gonna center this. Oh yeah, I was a bit close. Now it's better. So where are we on the map? I'm just gonna watch. So we have to go until here, so it's not very far away. But it's still a pretty big trip. It's like 41 nautical miles. I don't like going higher than that, because after the videos get a bit too long, and I know you guys don't watch the whole thing. Maybe you do, I don't know. If you do watch the whole thing, tell me in the comments. I would like to know. That's why I talk a little bit less during the flights, because I know most of the people just watch the takeoff and the landing. I mean, it's normal, it's the most fun part, but yeah. If you watch the whole thing, you're a good fan. That's a good thing. I think we're getting a bit too close to the mountain. I'm just gonna turn left a bit. Man, flying in Switzerland is so cool, really. I can't recommend it enough, because if you fly between those mountains and in addition you use Ortho4xp, man, that's the best experience in VFR that you can get, really. I flew a bit in France, but actually it's not that fun because it's totally flat. There aren't any mountains, just some grass without end. But here in Switzerland, in the Alps, I mean, it's so cool. You have to fly between those two mountains, and you aren't even higher than the mountains, you're between those. Very cool. So we're getting a bit low right now, so I can just pull up a bit. So where are we? We have finished to overfly the lake. We're descending. It's not possible. Turn left a bit. So yeah, if you're flying, if you're beginning with X-Plane and you want something very good looking for free, just install Ortho4xp without hesitating. I mean, the only thing that stops you actually is the storage that it requires. For me it wasn't much, I think it was a bit like, I mean it wasn't much, it was a lot, but enough, I had enough. It was like 130 gigabytes, something like that, for the whole Switzerland. So it's like 9 tiles, I think. Yeah, that's a lot. But imagine the people who live in a bigger country and they want to orthoproto the whole thing. It's impressive. Sometimes some flight simmers just use like 6 terabytes. They need a whole new hard drive just for their Ortho4xp. I mean, if you have the money and the storage, it's really worth it because just because look. I mean, don't pay attention to those clouds, but without it, it's just gorgeous, really. So we have to fly straight here towards how is it called? Dubendorf, and we'll land runway 29. So we'll go straight and then we'll turn right to align and then land on this nice airport. So I think we just went out of the mountains, so it's a bit flatter now, but it's cool still. I'm just gonna re-put the music, it was very cool. And they're genius, really. So, something that I wanted to say is that, yeah, I bought the TBM 900 from X Aviation very recently, and I didn't want to do a video totally directly because it's a very complex aircraft and I didn't want to just go ahead and do it without any experience. So now I'm playing a bit with this great machine and learning, but maybe in a few days or a few weeks I'm gonna do a flight with this great aircraft. I was told that it was one of the best add-ons in GA add-ons, sorry, in explained by far yet. So I think it's worth giving it a try. And actually it's true, the texture and everything is so realistic, really. It's like one level higher of every average add-on here in X-Plane. You know what, guys, I'm just gonna take a look at the outside. Maybe to find my good thumbnail. That's freaking gorgeous. Man, when you compare XP11 now to the old FS 2002, it's insane how it has quickly evolved. And really, every time it's getting closer to the real life. I mean, just imagine in 20 years or 30 years how the simulation will be. I think the future of the simulation will be the VR, virtual reality. And actually I've long hesitated to buy one VR headset. But this requires a very good PC specs. And I don't even have it with my GTX 1070 and my what's my processor? I think it's Intel i7 7700. So it's very good. It's a very good PC. It was worth 1,500 francs, Swiss francs, but it's not sorry, it's not even enough for the VR. So maybe I should spare my money. Maybe you can lower the FPS because we're just at the limit of the very high and dangerous. So I'll let it this way. I can just watch here for a way, maybe more than half the way, so very good. And very soon I will have to turn right to align, and yeah, I'm gonna help me with the descent LSMD runway 29, and I haven't reached the glide slope yet, so but very soon. I'm gonna wait to be a little bit further to turn right because the terrain is pretty high right now, so I don't want to get too close to the ground, but I will turn very soon. I'm just gonna check my landing lights. Yeah, they are on. Very good. I forgot to turn it off, but we will let it on the whole way. That's not a big problem. We're a bit low, but we don't need to climb. It's okay. Right, I can go ahead and turn right, like 10 degrees. Yeah, this heading indicator is a bit confusing because it turns the opposite way when you're turning. So I go to the right and it's turning to the left. You just have to adapt a bit. good enough. Alright. Do I have visual? Doesn't look like. Just want to keep my altitude because there is some train ahead. And actually it's like 90 degrees right, so I should have visual. Now, is this the airport? It might be the airport, I think. Yeah, it's the airport. Alright, so I'm just gonna wait to be aligned to turn right. Oh, we're climbing. Not good. Not good. So we can slowly turn and reduce that speed. I think yeah, the propeller was full forward, so that's good. Can turn very slowly. Don't have to stress. But is this the airport? I'm not sure. Really. Yeah, we're supposed to be aligned now. Oh yeah, I do have visual. I do have visual. So now we're getting on the glide slope, as you can see. The airport was here. As you can see, we overshoot a bit. But it's okay. I mean, it's not very professional, but yeah. And in like 10 seconds we will reach the glide slope. Alright. I can start to pitch down and reduce the speed. 500 feet per minute is good enough. Alright, we are on the glide slope. So I really want to reduce that speed to be able to drop the flaps and the gear. So that's an aircraft that you really want to fly with the training as the F-14, because just when you put the throttle to idle, it just starts to pitch down very quickly, so you have to compensate with the trim. So we overshoot again. Well, the puppy lights tell me that I'm too low, but it doesn't look like. Actually, I'm just right on the glide slope, so I'm just gonna stay there with my 500 feet per minute. I really can't reduce that speed. I want to be in the white zone. $110 knots, okay. I want to have 100 knots. I'm going to put some volume here so that you can enjoy the sound of this great machine. Looking pretty good. We're perfectly on the glide slope, although the puppy lights are not saying that. Oh, but maybe it's an airport with a very steep glide slope, I don't know, maybe. So now it really starts to pitch down, so I can already drop a bit of flaps here to slow down it, yeah. And you know what, I can drop those gears. Alright, just gonna check. Beautiful, everything is out. I want to keep my 500 feet per minute. So when it's getting lower, I have to put some throttle up, and when it's not enough, we can put the power to idle. And yeah, I think that's how you manage to fly an airplane. I was told once that you, for the altitude, you have to control with the throttle, and for the speed with the pitch. Pitch down, speed up, pitch up, speed down, and throttle down, altitude down. We can really put some flaps up, down, sorry. Looking good. So I think I know why the glide slope is so steep. It's because there is a city right there, and I didn't mind until now. Alright. We are looking high, but we are low actually, so I'm gonna put some flaps. And flaps full. Just gonna center my view this way. And let's butter the bread as usual. Well, that's a very steep descent. We don't have any crosswind, so it will be easy. Normally. Looking very good. We want to aim for those mark lines, so we can pitch up a bit, cut the throttle, and flare, 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 and we touch down. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. 91 feet per minute. That was pretty good. Really happy with that. So we can go ahead and take the next exit. Just gonna watch on the map. Yeah, I'm gonna take the right exit here. Normally. Yeah, this one. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Actually, this aircraft is really good to good and easy to fly. It feels really good during the flare, and very controllable. Because there are those aircraft that just fall like a brick, like the maybe is P1 T310. It's a very difficult aircraft to flare, because just when you cut the power, it just falls. But actually this one is very easy, so that's why I like this plane. I'm just gonna watch here. Yeah, I can take the next right exit to the GA ramp here to park. We can put those flaps up. Going a bit fast. Oh, don't want to get too much to the right. Right. This one, this exit. Gorgeous. So it's a pretty tight taxiway, but good enough. Not this one, but the next one. Alright. Very cool. So we can taxi just next to this tower. It's sad that we can't park in the directly in this, but not a problem. Alright, I can park here. and parking brake is pulled, and finally we can just turn off this engine. We can open here, we wanna have some fresh air. Very, very, very cool. Great. So shut off checklist. We can remove the mixture. This is full forward. Fuel pump is off. This is back to idle. This is as it was in default. The gear are down. We don't need the hydraulic now. Landing lights coming off. Generator off. Those lights are coming off. What is this? It's okay, we can let it default. This is coming off, and everything will go off with the battery, and we're good. We can exit this aircraft, and there you go. Man, that was very cool. I really like this flight, and this landing was very good. So you know what? I'm gonna do a replay. 1 hour and 1. Oh, that was a very long flight. It will be a pretty long video also. I'll go back a bit. What are the views? Okay. This is the runway view. This is the side view. Nice view, this one. Very cool. Cockpit, outside cockpit. So I'm just gonna speed up a bit. Alright, and I can take a side view. Look at those houses and this highway. So cool. You'll see my landing, it was very good. So, nose up, and oh my god, that touchdown right on the center line, that was freaking gorgeous. Just gonna take another view. The runway view. Okay. Gorgeous display. Look at the reflection, so cool. We're coming in. Okay, let's look at the flare. And touch down gently. Okay, let's go with the last one. From the other side here. Nose up, engine idle, and oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna stop on that. Alright. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't hesitate to put a like, subscribe, and share to your friends. So I see you all in new videos very soon. Stay tuned, and bye bye.